Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set. 60 outlaw. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Look at me. Go up. Go up. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Get it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Packers first down.
Ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On second down now, Richard. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Let's go. 60 or. Slam.
Richard. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Back to throw now on first down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This pass complete to Higgins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Preston Smith in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Not here. SOS. Ready.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They go quickly here out to Moore. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. J.J. Watt, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. They complete it to Hill. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Able to avoid him.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Ready? You're out. 70 in. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
2nd and 13. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Chopper, ready, go.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Zadarius Smith with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. The Bengals bring out their punter now. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's taken it around the 40. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On second down, Richard, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Richard. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 3. Flushed out right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Hey, high 7. 54. Mike 54. Hey, we're pretty quiet. 6'6", bullet high. 36. Get it.
They go play action here on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. On second down now, Richard. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The kick by Marr is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a
blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Not today, you are. Not today. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
Second and 15. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver, and it's third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a third down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They'll set up a throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Open man is Higgins. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. Looking to throw. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He got 29 yards that time. Nixon with a first down carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 20. Six-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll find his running back here, Richard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Ready up. 61. Matchbox lights. Get it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Two draw Orchid. Ready?
They'll drop the throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. .22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Ready, ready.
So that'll back him up 5.
Ready, ready. 70 in 56. Here we go, here we go. Chopper.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the catch good. It's Eifert. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Safe. Hayward.
He'll drop to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
This is Richard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Packers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And that's complete to Lewis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
2nd and 11. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Robertson. Touchdown, Packers. Packers. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. And spins away. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how with baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. 2nd and 2. Throw left side to Higgins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Zadarius Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Richard on the toss. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, Richard. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Back to throw. Got his man, it's Eifert. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still